This is the Hoof GP, and today we're talking about new things. Things happening at my house, things happening with my business, things happening with crushes and employees, and unfortunately, something really bad happens in this video. Guys, this is the Hoof GP. Today, we're treating this big Angus bull, and he has more than one problem, one of which leaves me seriously worried. This is the Hoof GP, guys. Make sure you've subscribed and liked this video.
And I won't let it rush when I see you dance, and the moment comes when I fall and time goes slow. I fall into you.
And just like that, I'm back. Welcome to the Hoof GP. This exit's a little bit different, isn't it? Look! There's new stuff. That's right, we're building an extension onto our house, and it's so that I become less fat. This is a gym, a bedroom, a utility room, a shower room, an office, a play area. Yes! And it means, hopefully, I can get back into the gym, because as we all noticed, yes, I see your comments, Graham has put on a little bit of weight. I love coffee. Anyway, I'm going to be letting you guys in on a couple of updates. That's right, new things have happened, or are happening. New things are happening. New things are happening, as well as some hoof trimming. Some of you guys on Instagram will have noticed the green machine in the background, and I'm desperate to get a tow bar on it. How good would the KVK look behind that thing being pulled along, green on green? I think it's the future. I've seen it in my dreams. Anyway, let's get to the farm and then I'll fill you in on what's been happening. Morning, Craig.
Good morning, Graham. Morning, guys.
So yes, we spent about a year and a half getting this place looking much nicer, and now we're ruining it by putting big piles of gravel, sand, skips, work trucks, pretty much all over the place. This extension should take about 3 months to finish. Hopefully not much longer, because I really want my garden back. Plus I keep having to park on the grass, because every time I get back, the workmen are blocking me in. Anyway, like I said, let's get to the farm.
Leave the clothes on the floor. Tonight it's me you want to do it all. I am yours, do what you want with me, but don't let me go. You make me feel so unreal. You make me feel so unreal.
And just like that, we're hee-hoo. My voice is going funny. I better not go again.
Oh, that would be terrible, Graham.
Was there a bit of sarcasm in your voice there?
Silence is golden.
Oh, there's cows in our way. They shouldn't be there.
In this job, you really just never know how your day is going to go. And I can tell you for certain, I did not expect what happens in this video to be happening to us today. But rest assured folks, we do go back and you will see a bit of an update.
And now we're all set up, it's time to get the work gear on, like that. And we're all ready to get some cows in. Most of the cows here spend their days on the pasture, green grass of the Wigtonshire fields. These guys were just getting some extra feed in the trough, but now they're on their way to where they like it best. The green grass of home. As they make their way up the track, we'll go and check out a bull that has been causing this farm some real issues. Gotta keep fit before the gym gets built. Build up my... What's the word? Stamina. Okay, so these are the girlies we're here to trim. There's only 14 of them. This farm's lameness is fantastic. There's maybe a lame cow in there, maybe 2 at most, out of a good few hundred. So really good here. We're here all the time, routine trimming, and the guy who's in charge of the cows also jumps in on any lameness. So if there's a lame cow when we're not here, he'll get it in the crush and he'll get her patched up, then give her to us and we'll finish her off. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. But this guy here has a real attitude problem, and actually I'm going in the pen right now with him, and I'm slightly, not scared, but cautious. So don't know if you can see it, but that back foot there, hello, you okay darling? Hello. You can't really see it, but that back foot there is horrendous. He's had a real issue, and this farmer's been trying to get him in, believe it or not, for a couple of months. Now you'd wonder how that's possible that he never got him in, but every time he tried to, the bull would either go for them or destroy their motorbike or destroy their pickup or whatever, and then the finish up, to jag him, they actually had to use a special kind of javelin type device to give him some pain medication because they couldn't even get close enough to be able to do that. Anyway, we're going to get these cows trimmed through the magic of television, the small screen, YouTube, GoPro type thing, and then we're going to get onto that bull and see exactly what's wrong with his foot, because it is horrendous and I feel terrible for him. Even though he's got an attitude problem, we still want him to feel much better. Right, Maestro, bring the cows. Look, they're so inquisitive. They're supposed to be walking up the track, but there's something new here, so they want to see exactly what it is. I've said it many times before, cows' two instincts or two sort of trains of thought are, oh, what's that? Or, ah, what's that? So it's like, yeah, right now it's, oh, what's that? I've turned up and they want nothing to do with me, look. That's the thanks you get.
This morning has so clear a light as any to see the horizon and the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck.
And just like that, we've finished the cows. Well, we have one more to do, and it's time to get Mr. Attitude into the crush. So, like I said, we have one cow left to do, and the reason we're getting him in right now is because he'll see this luscious lady, and he'll be like, ha ha! And then hopefully he'll gallop up the race, and we'll have captured him. Do not go for me. I wasn't scared one bit. I was cautious. There's a difference. Okay, so clearly he doesn't even want to touch the ground with that foot. I think he's had some kind of accident and ripped off the entire hoof capsule, so completely plied it away from the flesh of the inside of his foot, which probably feels as bad as it sounds. Anyway, let's hope there's something we can do about it, because right now, I'm really not sure there is. Andy will be good at it as well. So clearly he's in the crush now, and it's bad, really bad. Now remember, this is an accident, and that's why it's so bad. So his foot should obviously be down here, and all of this portion is missing. This is completely infected and frankly just rotting away. So we're going to do everything we can to get this big guy walking much more comfortably. But this is a serious, serious problem.
Now hopefully you'll notice I take every care and precaution to make sure that I don't hurt this bull anymore, including making sure that that flap isn't insulting the sore and affected digit. My place is not to try to interfere with live or living tissue, and clearly the foot or claw that has the problem is still alive and living. There's actually no hoof horn there to remove. This is purely about making this bull more comfortable. However, that's not exactly how this trim ends up. I'm confident I can make this bull more comfortable. I know I can't make this hoof recover, but I can bring some comfort back to this bull's life so that he can thrive and at least gain some vitality, which obviously is good for him and good for the farmer.
So this is an antibacterial spray. It'll kill everything on the surface without damaging the skin, which is really important. Now it's important to remember I'm not working on this foot, all I'm doing is pain relief. Kind of emergency SOS, first aid if you like. I'll try to get the pressure off his sore foot and make him feel more comfortable, but we'll also try and heal up this open wound so that he can get some sort of comfort back. It's bad, isn't it? So because this is a serious accident and now there's an infection, the farmer who runs an organic farm doesn't have any antibiotics to treat this infection with. So he's away right now to the local vets, who's only a couple of miles away, to get what he needs to be able to treat this bull's foot properly. Which brings me on to my next subject. What is happening? Well, believe it or not, there's a new crush coming to the channel, and I'm employing my favourite brother-in-law. Sorry, Craig.
So at this point there's a bit of editing. The bull was in the crush for probably around 10 minutes, which is much longer than usual, but I needed to wait on the farmer returning with the spray.
Let's hope this goes well.
Famous last words. As you can see, when we let the bull down, he goes down with the crush and then crawls out on his knees. I'm devastated to see the bull acting in this way. It almost looks like he's broken his legs, but I know for a fact that he hasn't. The amount of time he was in the crush is the problem.
So it sounds silly, but what we normally do in situations like this, we stopped and had a coffee. And that isn't just for the coffee, it's so that we can sit, relax, let the cow or the bull or whatever relax and calm down, give them a bit of time and a bit of peace to see if they calm down enough for whatever problem has happened to solve. And actually, he's just stood up. Look, I'm not going to get too close. If you look at his front left leg, it looks like he's broken it. He hasn't broken it. He definitely hasn't. There's probably nothing wrong with it. It's probably a thing called radial nerve, and it's because he's been pushing on the headgate so much to try to get away from us that he's basically given himself severe pins and needles. I'll be honest, I've got my fingers crossed and I'm praying that's what it is. So we'll just leave him be there just now and see how he gets on.
I couldn't be more gutted at this scenario. We're here to make these cattle more comfortable, and this big guy has come out of the crush feeling worse than ever. This is a real low point.
He's getting slightly better, very slowly. I'm cautious to try and move him though, because I don't want to upset him and make him go down again. Unfortunately though, him standing there doesn't help it all that much because he's not using the muscles in his lower foot. If he did use his muscles, the blood flow would come back quicker and he'd be alright quicker. That's it, boy.
We leave him to his own devices and start loading up the crush, ready to wash it and head on to our second farm of the day. This injury is something that's known to happen in cattle when they're in crushes for too long a period of time. Sometimes they'll lean on the headgate and it nips the radial nerve, causing this pins and needles scenario. I've now trimmed between 180 and 200,000 head of cattle, and this, thankfully, is only the second time I've ever seen it happen, and hopefully it's the last.
I really don't think he likes me. He would if he got to know me. He's standing up and we're going to come back in a couple of hours to check on how he's doing. Hopefully, he's returned to full health. It's now Sunday and I'm on my way back to see how the bull is doing. I know he's outside now. I've actually already visited him twice since Thursday and he was like marginally better, but not good. I've got like every bone in my body crossed that he's made an improvement. Like I say, he is outside, so hopefully he's looking better.
The farmer and the dairyman have moved the bull out into this little paddock. It's got nice fresh green grass and he's got sun on his back. And I'm actually really encouraged by what I see. He's putting all of his weight on that front left leg now, and it's a massive improvement from what it was just the other day. Remember, his ankle was completely knuckled over.
He's actually looking much better. He's clearly not recovered, but he's much better. I'm not happy, I'm definitely not happy, but I'm a bit more relaxed about it because he seems to be recovering. He's not happy though, he doesn't like me. I think we'll just leave him there. So in this rather downer of an ending, that is the end of this video. And hopefully not the end of this guy's story, because we will pop in from time to time to see how he's recovering. You know guys, remember, not every day is a great day. It's just the way life is.